Hey, welcome to video number 173 of Walker This Way with Hazel Walker, the queen of all things.
Networking and BNI. Sometimes I get lost in that.
Yeah. Lost in the amazement of it all.
I know.
Yeah. I am Mark Simmons. Not speaking of amazing, I am Mark Simmons. And so Hazel.
Yeah.
Visitors come to chapter meetings.
And we love that.
It's how chapters grow. It's how you make more money is having visitors come to meetings. That's what has to happen. And because we need that, I'm telling you, Hazel, visitors should be able to attend in-person meetings for free.
For free and as often as they want.
Often as they want. Come for free. We're going to cover the meeting dues for you. Don't you worry, because that's how desperate we are for you. This reenactment brought to you by a real conversation I've had with members.
So desperation smells.
Yeah, it does.
Desperation smells.
Yeah.
And everybody can smell it. But what it doesn't do is sell.
Right.
Desperation does not sell.
Right. And then here's the question. Well, then what do visitors get from coming to a meeting if they can't actually ask for business? That's the question I get asked.
All right. Well, there's a couple things. First off, why would you even why? You're not even going to give business to a perfect stranger, or you shouldn't be.
No.
Because they haven't been vetted. You know nothing about them, right? Why would you just be handing stuff over for free? Keep in mind, I paid for my membership, right? I've done education. I know how to ask for a referral, and I've invested in my chapter. So of course I will get referrals when I ask, but this person, hell, they didn't even pay for their breakfast. They didn't pay for their breakfast. They haven't got any skin in the game. They did show up. They don't know how to ask. I paid for the privilege to ask for what I want. Why would they get the privilege of membership and they've invested zero? And why would you refer someone who has invested no time in building a relationship with you? Right? You might give them a lead, or you might give them a connection, or you might make an introduction or something. But to give a solid referral means you should really be trusting them. And that would mean investment. And members have invested in that opportunity, both financially and time, and building in the relationships and putting into each other's relationships. So they've invested in that trust. Right. And that's why you don't just let visitors walk in and repeatedly coming over and over again. That's a free membership. And I have talked to visitors who say, I don't need to pay for membership. I have made a living off the referrals I get for free from visiting BNI chapters.
Yep.
I hear that. And members think, oh, if we give them referrals, they'll join. Well,
nope.
No, why should I?
Why would they? Yeah.
Why should I invest in something I can get for free? Right? That is a mindset. That is a mindset. That's probably not the kind of person you really want anyway.
Right.
Right. So we limit the number of visits because attending regularly is a privilege of membership. And I think chapters forget that we are the members, and it's your privilege to get the opportunity to visit us. That is the privilege for a visitor, is that you get to come into our meeting, you get to meet people, you get to network, you get to hand out business cards if it's face-to-face, or you get to connect with people and chat, you can have one-to-ones with them. You don't get all the benefits of a member
during a meeting,
showing up at a meeting.
Yeah. And so it's the privilege of visiting us, but it's the opportunity to be part of us and open those doors, right? And open the doors to those opportunities of growing your business through referrals, building the relationships and that. But the questions I get asked is, well, then what's the point of being a visitor in a meeting if I got to pay for it and I can't ask for business?
I get to meet 20 other people. I get to have breakfast with 20 people, and I get to see serious local business people and how they go about running a really, so here in Indianapolis, we have the Columbia Club, and there you've got the Terminal City Club or the Vancouver Club, right?
Right.
It is prestigious to be a member of the Columbia Club. That is a prestigious membership.
Mhm.
I cannot go to the Columbia Club and take advantage of any of their programs until I invest, which means I've got to buy my membership. I have to sit through their orientation and learn about the club and everything they have to offer. And then I have to start becoming an active member of the organization before I get to really participate in the membership. The Columbia Club will not let me come into that club and just start taking advantage of their spa, their free rooms, their lunches and meals and their event. They won't let me do that. I'm not a member.
Right.
It's the privilege of membership. And that is a mindset that our chapters have to learn, that it's the visitor's privilege to get to meet you, not your privilege that they darkened your doorway.
Yeah. And so perspective is the chapter meeting is a business meeting. It's a business meeting. So now let's think about boards of trade, chambers of commerce, those types of things. They're not doing social mixers. It's not a social mixer. So when they're having true networking events, they charge for them.
You pay.
You pay to go to these networking
I
events.
pay a membership, but I still pay, even as a
still
member
pay.
and every visitor.
Right. So the value to a visitor, although they don't get to in that slot, they get to introduce themselves, and we always recommend introduce themselves by their name, their company name, their profession, who invited them, but that's it. Don't talk about what you do. Don't ask for business.
Because they don't know how to not step on toes.
Right. And that's the privilege of membership. But they get to network. If a meeting is run properly, there's networking at the beginning, there's networking at the end. They get to meet everybody, they get to connect. Like you say, they can do one-to-ones, they can have these conversations.
We're introducing you to the power teams that's in our chapter.
Right.
Your power team.
And the value is in the networking.
The values in the network.
That's what you pay for.
Correct. They're paying for that opportunity. Yeah.
Right.
And that is the one thing I wish members understood more, that it is a privilege for someone to get to be a member of your chapter.
Yeah.
It's a privilege.
And there's actually less chance of a visitor wanting to put in an application if it's been for free.
Well, Ivan Meisner taught me that. I used to charge like a $5 fee for training. And he got complaints about Hazel's charging us money and rah. I was just charging to cover the food that I was bringing in, right? Mm-hmm. And he had a conversation of people don't appreciate free and cheap. They don't see value in that.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's free and cheap, it's just a free lunch. It's there. Probably someone wants to sell me something, blah, blah, blah.
Right. And I'll tell you that just quick story in my coaching consulting career, I've bid on a few contracts, right, in the coaching world. And I've been pretty high in what it was, the hourly rate. And what I got back was they didn't choose me because I wasn't high enough.
Well, that's because there's a book, I think I've got some at the office, called Whale Hunters. Mm-hmm. And that's something I learned in Whale Hunters. Big businesses are afraid of little fish. Yeah. And when you don't charge what they think you should be charging, they're afraid you actually can't deliver the quality that they're looking for because you're too cheap. You're too cheap.
It's part of the game. But for bringing it back to us here in regards to visitors, we really want to encourage you, the chapters, when they're inviting visitors, there's a cost. It's the meeting fee, the whatever you call it, the chapter dues, that goes to the visitors too. Charge them. They're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. And if a visitor says, well, I can't really afford it, well, then they're probably not a good candidate to be a visitor in a chapter anyways, because they're not going to be able to join your chapter.
And they're not going to be able to consistently come because there's a fee every single
Yeah.
week. And those are people that I would say spend more time, work building your network and growing your business, and then come back.
Yeah. So on the other side of it, visitors are looking for value.
They are looking for value.
So give them that value. The value isn't, I get to ask for business. The value is the visitor experience.
Yes, but chapters think the value is the free breakfast.
Oh my God.
They do. They do. It's like, you're going to get a free breakfast. Well,
Yes.
okay.
Can I just assert here that there's no value in free eggs? Just saying.
Exactly.
Or anemic bacon. There's no value in that.
So,
And we've seen plenty of runny eggs and anemic bacon. That's not the value.
that's not the value.
Yeah.
The value is that you get to meet everyone in our chapter.
Yeah. All right. So let that stuff go. Charge. It's going to
Change
be
your
okay.
mindset.
Change your mindset. Change your life.
Exactly.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.